So gold continues its bullish tear. So as we've seen in the past few days, Monday price took out Friday's high quite significantly. Did not close above it, but it's starting to show a clear sign of a change in direction. Yesterday, price took out Monday's high, closed above it, not by a lot, but enough to give me confirmation, a bullish trend. More importantly was how price opened this morning. You can see it opening above yesterday's high. It just slightly retraced downwards, but then continued to push to higher levels. So my plan for today is to look for a long trade, have price manipulated downwards and bounce off a significant level. So if we move to the 1 hour chart, I marked a 1 hour fair value gap here, as you can see. Again, the plan will be for price to accumulate around this area and then see manipulation down towards the 1 hour fair value gap, taking out liquidity, and then look for some clear signs of retracement to the upside. Shifting down to the 5-minute chart, I must, for transparency purposes, I have already taken this trade, so that's why you can see the area where I marked the fair value gap that was inverted as part of my strategy. Also, I'll mark the area where I entered my trade, take profit, my stop loss. There's also an area that I marked off here, 15-minute fair value gap. Normally, I would not take this trade because, as you can see, price tends to bounce off the 15-minute fair value gap, and there's not much upside for me on this particular trade. But considering the strong bullish momentum, I did decide to take a low risk trade with minimum sizing. So let's see how price moved. We already see price accumulating here in this area, continues to do so. What we need to see is at some point price needs to push downwards and then tag this 1 hour fair value gap and then take it from there. So this is where price was manipulated downwards, taking out this little liquidity area, taking out this little liquidity area, and there's an immediate reaction once tagging the 1 hour fair value gap. So that's already starting to give me some bullish signals, but the most important thing for me to get confirmation is I marked here the bearish fair value gap, which I would look to have inverted. So price would need to rise above this level and close above the FVG, in inverting it. Only then I would look to enter a trade. Now this is where you see price pushing above the fair value gap, inverting it, and then that's where I entered my trade on the next candle. So right at that level. Again, be mindful of this 15-minute fair value gap because that can generate a reaction. You can already see price bouncing off there as well as this point of control. However, let's see if the bullish momentum actually ends up moving price to my level, to my take profit level. It didn't take much longer, as you can see. Price did blow past my level and my take profit was triggered, giving me a profitable trade. Normally I would expect it to see price to take out this level of liquidity as well as this level of liquidity, which is the Asia high. However, as I've discussed in the past, I look to take a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio. It's part of my risk management. I've had many cases in the past where I looked for more profit and it just worked against me. So I stick to my plan. I know that there is a possibility that, or a likelihood